are you feeling right now?
It's been 20 years, man. Or not 20 years, 10 years since 2011 since we last beat them. Since we last got them. And all that trash in my family. Now I told the people I'm married into a Ohio State family. All the trash I've been hearing during Thanksgiving week. And I said I knew it was gonna be easy. And I knew it was gonna be an uphill battle, but you can't keep being cocky. One day you gotta break through. And we did it. We did it. And I can't tell you the joy of seeing the egg on all those Ohio State faces. How I feel now. We on our way to Indy. Our time. So, you know what? It's been a long time coming because you know what? This team, they fought and they grew. They grew. They had their strength, they had their weaknesses, but they grew. They didn't get stuck in the mental hurdles that have stopped them in the past, right? And Michigan State, you go up 16 points, right? And it didn't end the way in Michigan's favor, right? And they could have, in previous years, they could have let that totally disrail their season, but they didn't. They picked themselves up. They figured it out. They went and played a tough game at Penn State. And we talked about that. That was a monumental moment. That was being down on the road with your back against the wall, can't have a loss, and they figured it out. And today, man, it didn't matter what Ohio State did. Those kids stayed strong. They stayed locked in, and they got it done, man. They got it done. And I can't. I'm so proud of them. Everyone talked about what Ohio State, about the Ohio State receivers, including myself. And Des, we talked about it. The formula worked to perfection today. To perfection. What did we say? Now, I wasn't able to make, because I was traveling for the holiday, the pregame show. I'm not sure if you was able to read off my prediction or not. But, I said it in the previous weeks after the Maryland game, what Michigan has to do, control the TOP with the running game, right? And prevent the explosive plays. We knew Ohio State was going to score. They're too good not to score. But to make them drive the field and make them have to work on it, or work at it, and take time off the clock, everything that Michigan had to do, and we said this, everything Michigan has to do, play a perfect game. And that formula, right, it worked to perfection. And you put Ohio State in an uncomfortable position where they don't have all this time to go up and down the field, right? And, man, it was a great game plan, great play calling by Josh Gaddis, his best play calling of his Michigan coaching career. It was just fantastic. And Aiden Hutchinson, we talked about him all year. Today, he became a legend. 3 sacks? 3 sacks? I mean, today he became a legend. He became a legend. It was a masterpiece, man.
The funny part and the interesting part, they're in the car, is, we obviously we talked about it, but there were times in this game where it would be easy to look at Harbaugh's track record and be concerned, right? So Michigan's up 7-0. They force, Ohio State to punt, and then they're going back to, the Ohio State punts the ball. Michigan's driving. Great field position. They're driving, and then Cade throws the pick. It's very easy to look back at that and be like, you know what? That's the missed opportunities. And that's what always happens, right? Like it was easy to look at that and say that, of just like, man, because you look at it like, okay, at the worst case you go up 10-0, best case you're up 14-0 and putting the pressure on, Ohio State.